That's right, Chelsea. Each holiday season, the Fayetteville Police Department takes time to give back to the community. And it's a program called Shop with a Cop, which has been a running tradition for over 20 years now. Now, through fundraisers throughout the year, the police officers are able to raise enough money to take children in need shopping for items on their Christmas list that they might otherwise not have received. I had the chance to speak with Sergeant Craig Stout of the Fayetteville Police Department about why he feels it is so special to get to participate in Shop with a Cop each year.
Unfortunately, we're in a profession where we're not always portrayed in the best light, and a lot of times it's, kids maybe even fearful of us, and this is an opportunity for, to show kids that we're not necessarily always the bad guys. Just seeing the smiles on their faces, that's really what makes it worth it. They're very appreciative. Even the parents are very appreciative because it's about giving back to the community, trying to help them out, and just be that positive role model.
The Shop with a Cop participants are selected by their Fayetteville Elementary School counselors, and each chosen child will get to take their siblings along as well. Sergeant Stout says the annual event is just as rewarding for the officers as it is for the children. Reporting for UATV Live, I'm Ellen Lampe. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Ellen.
Thanks, Sam. I'm live here at the Washington County Courthouse, and I spoke with Peter Loris, the Washington County Election Commissioner, and he said over 19,000 people early voted in this election, and as you can see behind me, the votes are being counted right now as we speak. And Peter Loris said also that this is the biggest voter turnout he has seen in his 12 years of working here, so it seems like this rainy weather has not kept any voters away today. Thanks, guys. Back to you. If you're worried about how to get around this Thanksgiving holiday, Arkansas Regional Transit is offering free bus rides over the next week. I spoke with a couple bus riders who say they are very grateful for the transit system, especially in this cold weather. Longtime bus riders David Bowman and Aussie Outlaw say they will definitely be taking advantage of the free rides over this Thanksgiving holiday.
It saves me a lot of money, though. I mean, I have a car, but if I drive it across town when I take the buses, it's more convenient.
It's a lot of people disabled like myself that will be missing out on a lot of the services that go on in this community.
Whether you take the bus for convenience or out of necessity, it won't cost a thing next Monday through Wednesday, November 24th through November 26th, and also next Friday, November 28th. Right here on your screen, you can see the route Ozark Transit takes through Fayetteville. It provides service to areas including Harp's Grocery Store, Walmart, Northwest Arkansas Mall, Fayetteville Public Library, Seven Hills Center, and various apartment complexes. And if you choose to ride the bus, make sure you are at your stop a few minutes before the bus is about to arrive. Simply wave out your hand to let them know you want to get on, and once you're on the bus, let the driver know when you want to get off 1 block ahead of time. Back to you at the desk.
Washington County Courthouse, one of the many places where people are early voting, and with Election Day less than a week away, I did a little research into a topic that is very hot right now, voter ID laws. Now, the Supreme Court recently struck down a law that would require voters, to show their photo identification before casting their vote. But the current law, spelled out in the Arkansas Constitution, says if you want to vote, you can, as long as you're a U.S. citizen or resident of the state and you're registered to vote. No photo ID required. Some are afraid that with the current law, anyone could show up at the polls and vote under a different name. I spoke with presidents of both University of Arkansas College Republicans and Young Democrats to see how they feel about the law.
There's no evidence that there's any problem of voter fraud, which is what this law would be combating.
There is a problem, and even if it's just happening one time, we need to fix it because, that's justice and that's how the system needs to work itself out.
I spoke with the University of Arkansas political science professor Dr. Bill Schreckeis, and he said that only about 55% of Americans vote in federal elections, which is low compared to the rest of the world. Most of Europe is at 75 to 80%, and even Italy is up there at 90% voter turnout. And so some fear that requiring this photo ID law would even lessen those numbers of voter turnout. Reporting live at the Washington County Courthouse, I'm Ellen Lampe.
You had overwhelming support from all the fans here when they gave you that standing ovation when you were taken off in the top of the 7th. How'd that feel?
I felt great. I never had a standing ovation like that before, so I was kind of, shocked. But we have great fans, and they supported me through all my 4 years here. I was just glad to give them a win today.
And you're a senior. This was your last home game. What's it been like to play for the Razorbacks the past 4 years?
I mean, it's been a blast. You know, it went by too fast, I feel like. But, you know, you get to play in front of, you know, such a great crowd, you know, every weekend. And, you know, it's just, you know, I'll never forget.
Let's send it down to the third member of our broadcasting team today from Razor Vision Academy. It's Ellen Lampe.
Thanks, guys. Today, Arkansas needs another dominating pitching performance like Brian Stanek had against the nation's #1 ranked team last night. He shut out the 7th best offensive team in the country, and he makes our Golden Flake SEC News and Notes with a 14 2/3 consecutive scoreless streak and a conference ERA of 0.56. And that is the kind of performance that Arkansas should be looking for today.